G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video, this got tweeted out a little bit earlier, I'm a bit late here, but as you can see, we are getting a new Prime Battle LR. So we are going to be getting a Prime Battle BROLY, which is pretty cool. We were pretty confident that there wasn't going to be a Part 3 summonable LR. So to get some extra representation for a unit that isn't all too hype is definitely going to be pretty cool. So we'll go through his details here. As you can see, for his leader skill, we've got uncontrollable power for key 150. Pretty standard, probably not one that you're going to get a great deal of use out of. For his links, we've got Big Bad Bosses, Saiyan Lineage, Berserker, Prepare for Battle, Fear and Faith, Shattering Limit, and Legendary Power. So, Big Bad Bosses, very handy if you say we're running someone like Cell Max, BROLY Trio. So that's pretty handy. So, he has an entrance animation once only and gets key plus 8 to 10 randomly at the start of turn, so he's definitely not going to struggle for key there. He recovers 26% HP at the end of the character's attacking turn and launches an additional super attack for 4 turns from the character's entry. So multi-turn heal, multiple phase heals there is definitely really handy. And that can be activated when there's an uncontrollable category ally on the team. That's going to be pretty easy considering how most of the movie bosses team is uncontrollable power for sort of the core of it there. So from there we get key plus 3 and high chance of performing a crit. Attack and defense 180% and reduces damage received by 30% when performing a super. So automatically from that you can see he's going to be a slot 2 or 3 unit there. Won't be getting nothing before performing his own super. So that'll also mean that he does struggle against AoEs. So worth considering. He reduces damage received by 30% when all allies attacking in the same turn are uncontrollable power, so that could potentially get him up to 60% damage reduction, which is definitely pretty good there. He gets an additional chance of performing crit plus 6% up to 30% and damage reduction plus 6% up to 30% with each turn passed. And starting from the 7th turn, you start to lose that damage reduction by 6%. So at the start, you can build up towards the 90% damage reduction. And then from that 7th turn, he starts to lose that damage reduction back down to 60. So he goes up and down. So I feel like in slot 2 or 3, this guy will be pretty solid. He doesn't have a crazy amount of just stats. But yeah, the damage reduction should be pretty handy. You add in, as I said, links like Big Bad Bosses. So he also has an active skill, so that can be activated when all allies are uncontrollable power, starting from the 6th turn from this character's entry. So that does make it tough. So yeah, if you get him in turn 1, you're not getting that till 7th, and turn 2 up to turn 8. So that one massively raises his attack and causes ultimate damage, guards all attacks, and there you go. So it's the target mechanic. It then directs all attacks to this character. So guard and that damage reduction should be pretty effective there. For his teams, as you can see, we've just got uncontrollable power, movie bosses, artificial life forms, and resurrected warriors. So realistically, you're going to be running one of those two or a combination of those two more likely. They have pretty much the same core. You're not going to get any use out of those two, I don't think. And then for his super attack effects, we've got greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes colossal damage and lowers attack. And then you've got greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes mega colossal. We can't see if there is anything extra there, but at least he's getting defense on 18 key super. No defense on attack is definitely a bit annoying. But realistically, you got to look at this as he is a Prime Battle LR, so a free-to-play unit that can get up to 90% damage reduction. Could potentially have use for missions later on, I do think. So that is BROLY, and then we've got the translations here from Minato. The physical Goten and Trunks are going to be getting their Easy A. So as you can see here, we've got the details. So For their leader skill, it is a Gifted Fighters or Kamehameha 3 key 170. Yeah, nothing particularly crazy about that one there. For their 12k super, 12 key super, they get 50% attack and defense for one turn, causes immense damage. Then for their unit super, they greatly raise attack and defense again, cause immense damage, and all allies get 30% attack and defense for 2 turns. So that's pretty impactful there. That can be activated when there is a Trunks, Goten, or Krillin on the team. Trunks or Goten attacking the same turn, or Krillin on the team. Unfortunately, we don't really have a relevant unit for any of those. So that's definitely where it would have been nicer if Super Saiyan Gohan had have included Goten on their name to help sort of buff this guy, but yeah, that sort of makes that a little less prominent. So their passive skill, their 3 key of 100% attack and defense. They get an additional 150% when performing a super. So that means obviously slot 2 or 3 is definitely going to be their best position. They got great chance of additional. Well, they got 2 great chances of an additional 100%. So 2 separate chances for that to proc. 50% chance of launching additional super, and as you can see, greatly raising defense, really good super attack effect there. They then have a medium chance to evade enemy attacks. So 30% chance to dodge, and then attack and defense plus 20% up to 100, and chance to evade enemy attacks plus 10% up to 50 with each attack received or evaded. So if you get the 5 dodges there, as we know the dodge chances stack, so they'll be able to get up to an 80% chance to dodge, which is going to be pretty fire. They then get a chance, they get an extra 30% chance to crit and reduce damage received by 30% when all allies attacking in the same turn are Kamehameha. So, given their 2-turn support, their ability to dodge, and 30% damage reduction, these guys could be a really solid option to run as a floater on the STR Gohan team, I think. You won't be able to get. But that's just that. Yeah, do you really want to run them if you can't get that? Which makes it a little bit tough. I'm not sure how often you're going to run these guys, but combining those two there to get an 80% chance to dodge, 50% chance to crit, plus an additional 30% there, and then 30% damage reduction. They do have quite a bit of kit here. We just need some extra buffs, I think, to make them, I guess, because their teams are prominent, but it's just them. They probably need a little bit of extra work there. But there you go, guys. That is the details. Let me know your thoughts on Trunks and Goten, as well as the Bio BROLY as well. Hope everyone's prepared to start grinding the Prime battle there. So, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.